experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Horned Frogs offense trots out there to open this game. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick grab. Gets into space at the 50. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Wade. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Here's the 2nd down play. And here's the handoff.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The Rebels offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
And tackled after a small pickup there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. 1st down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game. And the Horned Frogs looking to cash in this red zone trip. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to...
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The Rebels will line up to kick it away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Fights through the tackler. And he's brought down after a short... Does not make the first down yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Bringing pressure. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Looking to pass this time. Got him, he's sacked.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, TCU. This quarterback on fire today. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finding some room at the 25. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. He's found some room at the 45. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Rebels are going to cash in this red zone trip. And now the handoff. He shreds the tackle. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the handoff again. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Third down, out of the shotgun. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And the field goal is good. And the game is now tied. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here comes the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And that is no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. 2-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. The spin move. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Tuggle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. And he'll set up to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds his man. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. No problem. Knocks it right through. And with that, they retake the lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Strong game by this quarterback.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
Extra point makes the lead 4. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
The Horned Frogs will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Using his legs here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
The Rebels churn out another first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quick pass, the catch is made. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. And the Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the point.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The back's got it. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That gain sets up a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fighting off the defender. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Getting set. Here's second down. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. And the Rebels line up on first and 10 now. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Will take the lead in the second half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. It's a quarterback keeper. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
And the defense wraps him up. Second down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for...
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. It's complete, but the sophomore quarterback paid a price for that one. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield, and he's got it. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into the... He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
That completion sets up a second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd have these third downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The sack sets up second down. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12. A red zone opportunity. And the Rebels with first and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
12th play of this marathon march, but it's third down and long. Running back with the football. Jukes to get free. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Some hard running there through a tackle. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Wade. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. And sack sets up an important 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Horned Frogs are going to cash in this red zone trip. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff, and they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They feed the fullback this time. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And he'll be brought down. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot.
Touchdown, TCU. This offense cannot be stopped.
Boy, what more can you say about the execution of this offense with the game on the line? They tied the game up, extra point away from taking the lead with under a minute to go. Wow, impressive.
PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take off here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12. Have become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.